It's Friday, which means another week has come to an end, and whether your plans are filled with activities or some much-deserved relaxation, you may find yourself wanting to pass some time with playing some new games. Lucky for you, we've rounded up 5 titles that have landed on mobile devices in the past week and put them all in one video for your convenience. Just because something is broken doesn't mean it's the end. On the contrary, it often opens up a whole new chapter of life, and whether it's objects or hearts, the process of piecing the pieces back together is wholly rewarding. Assemble with Care tasks you with fixing together the bits of what once was across an engaging narrative, as we follow the story of antique restorer Maria as she helps the townsfolk recover their possessions in the town of Bella Riva. As therapeutic as it is to be putting all the parts back in place, you'll also find yourself go on an emotional journey as you learn the heartfelt stories that lie in the most mundane of things, and realize that anything can mean everything to anyone. This narrative puzzler is now free to start on both iOS and Android after its stint as an Apple Arcade exclusive in 2019, so you should get a fixin' to do some fixin'. Life can get lonely at times, and nowadays it's hard to make new friends. But what if you had the arcane ability to literally make new friends and then set those newly made friends on tasks for your own bidding? Well, lucky for you, we've got the answer in NecroSmith. Collecting different body parts strewn across the battlefield, you'll literally piece together denizens of your own creation via necromancy, and depending on what you give them depends on what they'll be able to get up to in combat. Consider it giving them a new lease of life. But not really alive. This premium title also features a mix of tactical and auto-battling mechanics as you explore maps, gather resources, look for castle blueprints, and find materials to help you upgrade your tower. So let's raise the roof for raising the dead. Just because you're exploring the future doesn't mean you can't be inspired by the past, and GunSpectre blends a futuristic story with visuals reminiscent of days gone by. This pixel art twin-stick adventure tasks you with discovering the truth about an apocalyptic hereafter set in a desert wasteland. Heavily retro-inspired, from the graphics to the soundtrack, you'll get a hefty hit of nostalgia as you explore an open world made up of individual map cells, all whilst defending against a myriad of monsters and machines, relying on your trusty dual pistols to hopefully live to fight another day. Imagine the original Legend of Zelda, but with guns. Enough said. AR games have had a successful track record of getting people out of the house, but now New Fantasy wants you to not only get out there and exercise your thumbs, but your whole body too. This unique game will see you fighting against fearsome monsters that pop up in the real world via augmented reality, but the catch is, you'll have to put in a significant level of physicality to succeed, whether it's squatting to find your foe's weak points or ducking and dodging to avoid damage. You'll be building up a sweat as you build up points, and at the end of each combat session you'll be able to see how many calories you've burned as you stand over the burned remains of your enemies. Just don't forget to stretch afterwards. Warm Snow, the visually stunning roguelite that's already racked up over 1 million sales on Steam, has finally made its way to mobile devices and promises to bring plenty of adrenaline-pumping action across Chinese martial arts-inspired aesthetics. Fighting your way through procedurally generated levels, you'll have scores of weapons to collect, as well as different combat schools to explore, meaning you can tinker about with the gameplay style to find the one that suits you best. Included in the mobile version is the DLC 1 and Endless Mode, giving on-the-go players even more reasons to dive into this Hades-esque title. And that was our list of some new games that have hit mobile devices in the last week. Let us know down below if you'll be giving any of these a go, and make sure to subscribe and stick around for more lists. Luck and more to you all, and catch you next time.